Alright, hello everyone, welcome to my video. If you are in this video, is because you either signed up for my REW training session or for an REW tuning session, okay? There's a couple of things that I want to cover, and the first one is the requirements that I have before we go into the training/tuning session. The second is the things that I will provide during this session. Let's cover the requirements first. If you have an installation, this installation has to be 100% finished. We cannot do anything, or it defeats the purpose of trying to do a tune if your subwoofer is not working, if your left tweeter is not working. Whatever be the case, your installation has to be 100% working. Your gains, your amplifier gains must be set properly. I cannot work very well with the gains all over the place. Please make sure that you have your gains set up correctly. Some people are coming to me and they're telling me, can I tune my system if I have passive crossovers? Yes and no. Okay, yes, if, for example, your speakers, you're tuning a set of mid-range and a tweeter that are very close together, we might be able to work something out. No, if you have a full three-way system, you know, with the mid-bass on the doors, the mids in the dash, and the tweeters in the cell panel, that's just not gonna work out, okay? I can help you with some of the tuning, but in all honesty, it's not gonna be 100% because your system is not set up for a tune. Okay, so just be aware of this. I can still help you a little bit, but it's not gonna be a full tune. Do you need a DSP? Yeah, you need a DSP. This is a DSP based tune, and I need a full-blown DSP. I need you to have either a standalone DSP or one of those DSP amplifier combo units, because both of these have full-blown DSPs. There are some head units that have built-in DSPs. For the most part, what I've seen, these are not full-blown DSPs and they're very limited. If you think that you have a full-blown DSP on your head unit, reach out to me, let's take a look at it, let's see if this is something that I can work with. Chances are that it is not a full-blown DSP. Microphone, yes, you need a microphone, you need a measurement microphone. It has to be an RTA microphone, whether it's the ones that you plug with the 1/8 of an inch jack into the computer, USB microphone, or XLR microphone with phantom power. It doesn't matter, it has to be one of those. It has to be a measurement microphone, it has to be an RTA microphone. And if you have a USB microphone or the ones that plug into the computer via the headphone jack, we can do everything. We're not gonna be able to do the time alignment and phase with the time alignment tool from REW, but we can do it differently. We can do it with the measurements, and in the end, we're gonna go tune it by ear, so the end result should be the same. If you do have an XLR microphone, you're gonna be using an audio interface. With the audio interface, I need you to please configure it properly. Make sure that the microphone is seen by REW. And if you want to use the time alignment tool from REW, we need you to set up the loopback. Some of these audio interfaces have an internal loopback. If they do, please figure it out, do it that way. It's easier than just running the wires. If it doesn't, you're gonna have to run the wires, the cable, you know, to do the loopback via cable, and you need to set it up properly in REW. I do not want to spend time setting it up for you because all setups are different, so it's going to be a guessing game for me. So it's better that you figure it out on your own before we start our session. If you cannot figure out the loopback, but you're still able to scan, to do an RTA, we can use it the same way as we use a USB microphone. We're going to take measurements and we're going to do a final verification, time alignment verification by ear. In the end, they're both methods are going to take us to the same place. So it doesn't matter if we do measurements. It doesn't matter if we do with the REW time alignment tool. In the end, we're going to fine tune it by ear, and that's what's going to get you there. How do I see your computer? How do you share your desktop with me? There's a piece of software called AnyDesk. I like that one because it's very easy to use and it just works. You give me your AnyDesk number, I type it in, I click connect, you accept my connection, and I'm in. That's it. It works. Anything else I'd rather not use because I already know that this works. So please download AnyDesk, and that's what we're going to be using for the session. Some people ask me about configurations, especially there's a lot of confusion regarding Helix virtual channels. People don't know how to sort those out properly. I can offer some help, but it's going to be very limited. This is something that you need to figure out on your own. And if you want, you can reach out to me. I'll try to help you offline before we go into our tuning session. But it's better that you figure it out on your own, get everything working, so everything is ready for when we start our session. So basically what I'm saying is, do your homework. Make sure everything is working the way it should before we start. Because the more time we spend troubleshooting is less time that we're going to spend tuning, and that's the whole point, the tuning, not the troubleshooting. So please do your homework and get everything working correctly. As far as what services do I provide with these sessions, I am going to provide, the first thing is I'm going to take a look at your setup, at your configuration, make sure that everything is sound, make sure that everything makes sense, and if everything looks okay, we're going to do some scans, we're going to test it, we're going to see where everything is. If it doesn't look okay, then we're going to have to change some things, which I can do that for you, that's no big deal. And that's the beginning of the session. Just make sure that you're set up correctly to start. I'm going to include that, that's part of my work. Then we're going to do the scans and we're going to do EQ first. We're going to EQ all the channels, make sure that everything is EQ'd properly. Once it's done, we're going to do level matching. We're going to use your target curve. If you don't have a target curve, go to nonotuningtool.com and download one from there. And people ask me, which one should I download? Which one do I like? Okay, so I'm going to give you my preference and which ones are the ones that I like the most. The one that I'm running right now is Jazzy V2. I like it. I like the way it sounds because it has that dip in the 1000 to 6000 that helps a lot with distorted guitars. So if you like heavy metal music, you like rock, you like that kind of stuff, you want that dip because otherwise the sound is going to be a little bit too harsh. That's what I think. Another curve that is very similar to Jazzy V2 in the way it sounds and that I highly recommend is the Resonix Layback. I like the way that one sounds. It's very neutral, very clean. I like it. I like that curve. If you like something a little bit more mellow, I would recommend White Ledge. That's a little bit more mellow curve. You still hear the cymbals, you still hear the highs, you still hear everything, but it's a little bit more mellow. If you like something on the bright side, just go with REWcat. That curve is pretty bright. I think it is, for me, it's too bright. I personally don't like it, but if you like bright, the brightness, the sparkle, to shine in your stereo, that's the curve that you need to get, REWcat. So those are the curves that I recommend. Once everything is EQ'd, we're going to do a level matching. We're just gonna make sure that everything that is already smoothed out is gonna match your target curve. So we're gonna make sure that everything follows your target curve. I'm gonna show you how to do that, and you're gonna see it as I do it. So we're gonna do that level matching. With the level matching done, we're going to do a full scan, and we're gonna look for phasing issues. This is where if you do a scan, the phase issues show up their ugly face. You can see it on the scan, so we can play with the faces of the speakers, you know, invert faces, and make sure that everything is playing correctly and everything is summing correctly. So that's the point that we're going to do this. Once you have all these phase issues sorted out, if any, then we're going to go into time alignment. And as I mentioned earlier, we're going to, depending on the setup that you have, we're going to do it with the tape measure, or we're going to do it with the REW time alignment tool. And once that is done, the final step is going to be doing the fine time alignment by ear. And at the end of this, we're going to do the reveal, and hopefully I get a wow. That's my goal. So with this, that's what we're going to do. Now, if you are watching this video just by chance and you want to use my services, feel free to leave a message. I will try to check my messages often, and if I see your message, I will reply and we'll figure out how to connect to do this from there. Okay, so that's it for me. Happy tuning, and I'll see you on our next session. Bye.